Hello, XRP Army. If you're holding XRP right now at $2.31, buckle up because what I'm about to share could rewrite your entire portfolio story. Imagine this. Elon Musk, the man who turned Dogecoin into a cultural phenomenon, drops cryptic hints that the XRP community is decoding as a direct nod to its explosive potential. And BlackRock'S, the $10 trillion behemoth, just had an exec at Ripple's swell event whisper, "The trillions are flooding on chain using tech that's tailor-made for XRP." But here's the real kicker. These aren't random tweets or offhand comments. The community is piecing together a puzzle that points to XRP's true value, hidden in plain sight. Stick with me for the next hour, because by the end, you'll see why experts are whispering $10, $15, even $30 targets, and how you can position yourself in this surge before it hits escape velocity. This is insider alpha you won't find in mainstream headlines. Let's dive in. First off, a quick disclaimer. I'm not your financial advisor, and nothing I say here is financial advice. Always do your own research, consult professionals, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. Crypto is volatile, and while the upside looks massive, risks are real. Got it? Good. Now let's talk about why today, November 6th, 2025, feels like the calm before the storm for XRP. It starts with the hook that's got the entire XRP community on fire. BlackRock'S fingerprints all over Ripple's ecosystem. Just hours ago, a tweet from @Blanche_ lit up timelines. BlackRock's CEO Larry Fink just confirmed what XRP holders knew all along. Tokenization is the next big financial revolution. As global finance goes digital, XRP's role as the bridge between CBDCs, ETFs, and real-world assets becomes clearer than ever. That's not hype. That's a direct quote from Fink himself in recent interviews, and the timing couldn't be better. BlackRock'S isn't just talking, they're moving. Remember, they've already filed for tokenized funds on blockchains, and Ripple's XRPL is the speed demon built for cross-border settlements at pennies per transaction. But wait, pause there. What if I told you this isn't isolated? Scroll through X right now, and you'll see at Rip Bullwinkle breaking it down. XRP price prediction. BlackRock's tokenization impact, the move that could ignite the next XRP run. This could be the final puzzle piece Ripple's been waiting for. He's got over 30 likes and climbing, with replies flooding in from holders sharing their charts. Why does this matter? Because tokenization isn't some buzzword. It's the future of $100 trillion in illiquid assets like real estate, bonds, and art going digital, and XRP. It's the liquidity layer that makes it instant and cheap. Imagine BlackRock's ETFs tokenized on XRP PL. That's not just trillions in volume, that's XRP becoming the plumbing of Wall Street 2.0. Let's break this down step by step, like we're mapping a treasure hunt. Step 1. The foundation. Ripple's been stacking wins quietly. Their RLUSD stablecoin just piloted with MasterCard for credit card settlements. Think billions in daily flows zipping through XRP rails at ABSGMC. Crypto nailed it in a post. Recent token unlocks from escrow are stirring positive sentiment. They're seen as strategic moves to boost liquidity and adoption, utility and value ahead, growth coming hot. With 1,384 likes, this one's viral for a reason. Escrow releases aren't dilution. They're fuel for adoption, ensuring XRP supply meets demand without flooding the market. Now layer on the data. XRP's processed over $95 billion in payments this year alone, holds 75 regulatory licenses worldwide, and just secured $500 million in fresh capital. Smells like pre-IPO positioning, as at Luis Karma XB put it with zero fluff. Ignore the noise. Ripple just secured $500 million. Fresh capital. I honestly do not think it gets more obvious than this. Yes, I still believe we see XRP run into the $15 to approximately $25 range in the bull run. That's conviction from a multi-venture founder in Dubai, and his threads got the community nodding in agreement. Why $15 to $25? Because ETFs are coming. Bitwise updated their XRP ETF filing with a 0.3% fee per CryptoRank.io's weekend recap. When that launches, institutional money pours in and XRP's utility multiplier kicks in. But hold on, before we get too bullish, let's address the elephant, the recent dip to $2. Why now when BTC's hovering and alts are bleeding at MD Trade? A veteran trader with 69 likes on his chart says it straight. No reason to be bearish XRP emo. We have seen a straightforward WEX correction and should soon resume higher. The mech potential black swan caused a scare, but it's not an FTX rerun. Spot on. That mech freeze was a blip. Reserves are. Solid and XRP held key support at $2.20 like a champ. Analysts are aligning at investors' deep dive pulls from IGRA, Crypto Bull, and more. Wave 2 correction is nearly done. Accumulation zone equals $1.8 to $2. Breakout zone equals $245 to $255. High probability window for liftoff November 15th to December 10th, 2025. With probabilities up to 80%, this isn't wishful thinking. It's Elliott Wave Math meeting on-chain metrics. Teaser time. But what about Elon? You thought I'd forget the Tesla Titan. Community is buzzing with rumors he's eyeing XRP for X's payment rails at XRP Avengers dropped a bombshell. Elon Musk may inject $104 billion into XRP amid rumors of a partnership with Ripple to power payments for X, the Everything app. 352 likes, 88 reposts. It's exploding because it fits. Elon's built X into a super app, and XRP's the bridge asset for seamless global transfers. Remember his encrypted messenger announcement? Pair that with Ripple's privacy layers via ZK. Proofs. And you've got a match made in fintech heaven. At Sterndrew Crypto threads it perfectly. The lawsuit was the smokescreen. Ripple was quietly building partnerships with BlackRock'S Citadel. The real game wasn't regulation, it was integration. If Elon plugs in, that's not just hype. It's $14 billion in Tesla cash flow rowing through XRPL. Let's zoom out for a what-if scenario to keep your mind racing. What if BlackRock CK's tokenization wave hits while Elon's X goes full payments mode? Picture this. Trillions in tokenized ETFs settling on XRPL cross-linked with X's user base of 500 million. XRP's velocity skyrockets. Transactions per second hit 1,500. Fees drop to fractions of a cent. Holders like you, you're not just along for the ride, you're the early adopters who spotted the signals. At Rakox RPL's video post captures the energy. BlackRock CEO confirms, we are going to tokenize all our ETFs using Ripple's infrastructure. Trillions are entering the XRP market cap. 1,384 likes. That's FOMO in motion. Shifting gears, let's integrate more fresh takes. Today's X is alive with predictions at Life of Finance 12 shares. XRP analyst maps $10 spike, $50 extreme wick. Extreme maybe, but grounded in support holds at Crypto Fury echoes. Expert says XRP top is in when everyone's sure XRP can't fall below $10. It's contrarian gold. Tops form in euphoria, but we're in accumulation, not greed. And at CoinEdition's technicals, XRP trades between $216 and $252. A breakout above $252 could target $2.77 to $310. Rising open interest means volatility is brewing. Bullish divergence on the charts. Mini cliffhanger, but if BlackRock K's Allen, why the hesitation? Stick around because in the next segment, we're debunking myths that could cost you the run-up. If you've ever doubted XRP surge like half the skeptics out there, this will flip your script. All right, we're 8 minutes in, and if you're still with me, you're already ahead of 90% of viewers who drop off chasing shiny distractions. Let's tackle the pain points head on. The doubts, the FUD, the why, hasn't it mooned yet? Vibes that keep even diehards up at night. First myth, XRP is just a bank coin too regulated to explode. Wrong. At Kendra Hill, XRP put it bluntly. Ripple is the new BlackRock'S #XRP. 492 likes prove the community's shifting narrative. Ripple's not shackled, it's licensed in 75 countries, making it the compliant king. Banks aren't the ceiling, they're the launch pad. Think Swift 2.0, but 24/7 and 60,000 times faster. Second big one, the SEC lawsuit killed momentum. Laughable. Now that SmokeX screen, as its Sternru Crypto calls it, forced Ripple to build bulletproof partnerships. Post-ruling, they've inked deals with central banks in Dubai, Palau, and beyond. At CryptoNews.com's coverage, expert says XRP top is in when everyone's sure. It's the opposite of dead. The lawsuit clarified XRP's non-security status for retail paving ETF paths. Bitwiser's filing, that's validation, not vindication. If you're hurting from the dip, watching $2.31 after $3 peaks, hear this. Corrections build legends. A chart sage agent's I take XRP showing textbook breakout behavior after the RLUSD MasterCard pilot news. The 5% pump while broader market bleeds, that's relative strength, double bottom at $2.20 to $2.35, holding above $2.30 support. Traders are eyeing $2.50 as the breakout trigger. Your pain, it's the shakeout for weak hands at Lintric XX, adds $XRP plus 5% after RLUSD pilot launch, biggest daily lift in a week. Wait for volume. OI, if big ticket flows show up, breakout plays. Rhetorical question. Ever wonder why XRP outperforms in bear scarce? Because utility doesn't fade. While memes pump and dump, XRP settles real value. $1 trillion in meme-coin volume on XRPPL alone per XRP Avengers. That's not speculation, that's infrastructure. Building excitement now. Counter these myths and what's left. A rocket with full tanks at XRP Avengers. Again, Wall Street's latest prediction. XRP to reach $8.33. Hyperbolic, sure, but it sparks debate. Comments are gold for the algorithm. Realistic targets from pros 7 to 10 short term. Casey traders 15 to 30. Wave 3 crypto bull at Encrypt. Opus new wallet surge shows real demand. XRP Ledger's network is scaling, fueling the next upside wave. On-chain activities up 20% week over week. That's conviction buying. Climactic revealing coming. Tie it back to the title. Elon's secret tweet. Not direct, but his Frodo underdog nod. Gematria to XRP per X family $369 and $14 billion injection rumors align with BlackRock'S trillions. At Thug XRP calls out LR, but the signal's clear. Insiders are positioning at Extravemus'S. Community decodes it as $10 plus validation. BlackRock'S wallet. Holding XRP at XRPALDIA's post. BlackRock Tine XRP YXVG NSU wallet. So it begins. Even if debated, the buzz drives volume. Rising pitch. This changes everything. If tokenization plus Elon's app equals XRP at $10 by year end, your $2.31 entry. Life-changing FOMOs real because the pieces fit. We're loosed live. ETFs queued trillions inbound at Rock's RPL's clip has 66,000 views. Trillions entering market cap. We're not guessing. We're connecting dots. Wall Street's too slow to see. 11 minutes down. You've made it this far, proving you're the smart money. Now let's close this out strong, recapping the wins that have the XRP army chanting to the moon. First win, BlackRock'S tokenization revolution isn't theory. Larry Frink's words at Swell echo through at Balanche's tweet, positioning XRP as the bridge asset, trillions on-chain. XRPL's ready with 1,500 TPS and sub-second finals. Second, Elon's shadow play. Rumors of $14 billion infusion via X payments at XRP. Avengers. 35,000 views aren't baseless. Elon's dog, GE, love shows he gets utility pair with Ripple's ZK privacy and its seamless global money. Third, technical screaming buy at investors consensus breakout, November 15th to December 10th to $255, then $7 to $10 at Coin Edition, $2.77 to $310. Next, on-chain surge at CryptoPuss confirms demand. Fourth, community fire at Osirl 2's daily grind shoutouts to XRP integrated projects like at More Markets, XYZ yielding on XRP, real adoption at Wilshire, XRP's Elon PFP, not to $TFIA, but XRP is the core emotional high. XRP isn't a trade. It's a movement from lawsuit warriors to tokenization. Pioneers, you've held through storms this surge. It's your vindication at $2.31. You're early to a $10 to $30 story backed by data. Not dreams feel that unity. The army's unbreakable. Now the CTAs to rocket this video and our community. If this blew your mind and lit a fire under your conviction, smash that like button right now. It tells YouTube to push this to more holders. Drop a comment below. What's your XRP price target by December? $5, $10, $50 wick. Share your boldest prediction. I'll reply to the top ones. Subscribe for weekly alpha drops like this. Hit the bell so you never miss the next breaking edge. And share this with one fellow XRP soldier. Tag them in comments. Let's amplify the buzz, spark debates, and get XRP to the moon together. We're not just holders, we're the vanguard. Thanks for riding this hour with me. David signing off. Wag my. See you in the next one.